Suspect who was shot dead by Peoria police. She says her brother needed help but didn't deserve to die.
We first brought you this story as breaking news last night at 9. Matthew Cardon was killed by officers after he reportedly tried to steal a woman's baby.
And our Lindsay Regia spoke exclusively with his sister and is here with that interview as well as dramatic video from the scene of the attempted kidnapping. Lindsay.
Yeah, Mark and Ellen, a traumatic day for both families. Matthew Cardon's sister spoke with us about his past, which includes substance abuse and mental health problems. His sister wants to be clear she is not making excuses for her brother's actions, but says if he was in his right mind, he wouldn't have done this. What started as an evening walk for a mother and her young child turned frightening within minutes.
As a mother myself, I can't imagine how scary that must have been, and I am so sorry that she went through that, and my heart goes out to her and the dad and the baby. I feel so bad for them.
Home surveillance video from a neighbor in the Sweetwater Heights gated community captured 43-year-old Matthew Cardon talking to a woman pushing a stroller with his arms open. The woman continues to walk away and he follows her. Then her screams are heard off camera. Peoria police say Cardon bear hugged the woman from behind, then tried to take her child. The woman called her husband, who then came to help. Peoria police then got there and said Cardon did not listen to their commands.
I am beyond devastated. I loved my brother like so much, and I will miss him forever. But I have to be strong because his little girl needs me.
Cardon's sister, April Cardon, says she talked to her brother weekly when he would drop off his 9-year-old daughter. In his 20s and 30s, he worked as a nurse. April says things changed for Cardon after he was diagnosed with a mental illness and battled alcoholism. She knew he went to rehab a couple of weeks ago and was released from the hospital earlier this week.
Many times he went to rehab or to behavioral health. He really wanted to be well. He really wanted to be good. He really wanted to be like a productive member of society. He hated being sick. He wanted help.
Although she knows what her brother did was wrong, she doesn't believe his life should have been taken.
I feel very strongly that police, I know they have a really hard job, but I feel that they need to be better trained to deal with people who have a mental illness. I feel that this situation should have been de-escalated. There was no reason for someone to die.
You always hear that police officers need to be specially trained in dealing with suspects or people that have mental health issues. So what are we saying? That if you have mental health episodes out on the street, 9 times out of 10 you'll be executed by the police department or the sheriff's office. We got to do better than this. If the guy didn't have any weapons, well, just because he charged at you, you have to put him down with a 40 Glock. You couldn't just tase him. With all those officers, I heard multiple shots. That seems like that's excessive, man. Now this story comes out of Peoria, Arizona. Now the police department said it happened near Thunderbird Road and 87th Avenue on June 5th. They responded to a call shortly after 6:45 p.m. for a male subject who was allegedly attempting to take a female, kidnap the female, and adult the female. She was at the time pushing a baby stroller with a small child in the stroller. According to witnesses, the subject attempted to take the child from the female, at which time she FaceTimed her husband. Her husband came to the scene. Apparently, the suspect was chased down the street, down 87th Lane and West Pershing Avenue at that time. Officers were responding to the call. Officers contacted the suspect. Some sort of altercation took place, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. Peoria Police Sergeant Arceli Montez said, So they're saying an altercation took place. And you got 10 officers out there with weapons. How much of a threat would one guy be? I don't understand this. There's no de-escalation that was taking place. It's like, I don't know. I know they have a hard job. God, come on, man. This is crazy. She clarified that witnesses stated it appears the target of the kidnapping was the child in the stroller. As for the suspect, he was taken to the hospital where he died from his injuries. I'm sure he did die, all those shots. He was later identified as 43-year-old Matthew Cardone, a Peoria resident. Police say evidence shows the suspect had mental health issues. Yeah, but was he armed? That's what we want to know. An officer was taken to the hospital for precautionary reasons. What? So they're trying to say that Matthew injured somebody? The officer is okay, Sergeant Montez said. She said the suspect didn't know the woman, saying they were strangers to each other. The child inside the stroller is okay. Now, to dig deeper, a nearby resident's security camera captured the plea for help from the mother as the suspect tried to abduct her baby. Help, help, somebody help. The mother could be heard screaming. Police said Cardone grabbed the mother from behind and tried to take her baby, and that the attempted kidnapping was a random incident. The victim also did not know the suspect. I just never thought something like this would happen here, one woman said. I think us as women, we are targets, especially when we are with our children. I just never thought something like this could even happen. Well, open your eyes. We're living in 2025. Anything is possible now. I mean, I think she would have had some mace. I'm not victim blaming, but I think she would have had some mace. Or any type of a deterrent, you know, probably would have changed the whole situation. She would have hit him with that mace, he would have backed off. But this is a very unfortunate situation, man. Now, the neighbors are showing their support for the family, displaying a sign on mailboxes that reads, "To all that were involved, especially the family of the attempted kidnapping, we're glad you're safe." Now, on June 6th, we spoke to Cardone's sister. She was the person that was in that news clip, who said while her brother needed help, he didn't deserve to die. I agree with that. Now, his sister also says many times he went to rehab or to behavioral health, said April. He really wanted to be well. He really wanted to be good. He really wanted to be like a productive member of society. He hated being sick. He wanted help. So was he on medication? Because I know a lot of times if people with mental health, if they take that medication, it changes everything. They're really calm and collected. But without that medication, they're just living in chaos. So it's really important to take that medication. Now, April also said that she knows what her brother did was wrong, but maintained she doesn't believe his life should have been taken. Yeah, I would like to give my condolences to the Cardone family. It's very unfortunate. You guys take care of yourselves out there. I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.